All right, so welcome to one more video in this series where I'm going to be sharing the audio recordings of the SMMA cold calling that has been done by my team. We trained two guys, 16, 17-year-old guys, right? And they came with no experience inside, and then they right now have booked over 120 meetings in the first 50 days, right? So now I'm going to be sharing the sixth meeting in this series, and this is going to be from July 11th. The first call was on July 11th, and the second call was on July 16th. So it was a two-call close to the meeting. So the meeting was not booked in the first call, it was booked in the second call. So now this was booked by Iqtida Hussain, right? And he's just 16 years old, right? So he has a really good English. So in this recording, I'll be sharing two different things and two important points. One is about the name that you use. If your name is like very uncommon to the US people, what name do you use? And secondly, how to exactly start the second call when someone did not book a meeting on the first time. Don't let them go. Call them again 5-6 days later. And then when you call them back, how to exactly start the call. So this will be something that you can see. Now, this was his second meetings, okay, booked with us. So this will be something that you can focus on as well.
Good afternoon.
Okay, let's start. Right.
Good afternoon. Hey, am I speaking to Aaron?
May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, hey Aaron, this is Adam. I'm talking about
I have a call.
Yep, awesome. I'm talking about
I have no idea. Yeah, not right now, man. I'm literally in the middle of a file at the moment. So
Okay, are you-
if you can email me anything, that would be great.
Sure, what do you want me to include in the email?
Just whatever your high level pitch is, that would be great.
I think it'd be better, like, if we could book in a time for tomorrow if you're free. And basically you'd be with our chief strategist who's gonna show you how it works.
If you can send me a link to your calendar, that would work.
Yeah, he can send you a link, like, to the meeting.
Okay, that sounds good, man.
Which time?
Okay, so far there's two things. Number one, his name is not Adam, right? So he uses Adam so that they feel that it's not someone foreign, and he has a good accent. So maybe that's what he went with. That is what actually he went with. But the moment we changed that, like I asked him to use Hussein as his name instead of Adam, that was the moment he actually increased the volume of calls that he's making, the improvement that we have seen. Yes, he was booking meetings being Adam, but he was not being honest with himself as well, and was trying to shadow himself. So if you have a name that you feel like, oh, my name is Kushagra, or my name is Tirthankar, or whatever his name, when your name is, like if you're from this part of the world, your name might be like Salman or Jay Shankar, whatever your name is, I'm not sure. So if you're like, okay, I'm not able to come up with something, don't actually become Nick or Jacob or Jake. Don't take American names. Take a simpler version of your names. Like my name, for example, is Subhra, Subra, right? That's my spelling of the name. But it is not easy to communicate to the US people that, okay, my name is Subra. And they'll be like, what? And then there'll be a confusion. So I was like, okay, Subra, Subra, that's like Subra. No one is going to be questioning that. Now, this is not the most simplest, but it is still my name, right? If you have like complicated name, take a simpler version of it and use that so that you have the identity that, okay, I'm using my name. I'm not overshadowing myself with something. I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. And that will carry the weight that, okay, you know what? I am trying to improve myself and not a character that I'm portraying to the prospect. That's number one. Second thing is, like, when he is at this stage of the call, he is more likely to get off the call in the most polite way possible. And that is the reason he's agreeing to everything. Okay, send me an email, include this thing. He did not even think about what exactly to include in the email. That means like he's not even thinking about whatever the pitch was. So he's like, okay, yeah, just give me anything. Just send me an email because right now I'm into something else. So just let's get off the call. And then Ikhti was like, okay, let's pitch him a meeting. Like, would you like to hop on a meeting? And he's like, yeah, even then he did not think about it. There's no rejections at all. It's like, okay, send me the calendar link and that's it. So at this stage, what you should be doing is like, okay, probe more. I mean, it sounds like, you're not interested into speaking about this. Can I ask a quick question? Like, if you don't mind, yeah, get the permission to ask a question and ask a question that aligns with the situation, what you feel about them. And that will help him open up. And then he has to either say, man, like, call me later on. I'm really busy right now, which they are not. Everyone can take 30 seconds out. If they've picked up the phone, that means that they can speak for 30 seconds. Or else they were waiting for someone else. And if that phone call doesn't come in and they are already on the phone, there's no reason not to speak with them. And then you ask them the question, okay, so, I mean, can I ask a quick question? And then you take 30 seconds. And then at that point of time, they will be like, okay, yeah, tell me, what is that? Then you have gained their attention, and now you can play with the conversation and then disqualify or qualify for a meeting. That's how it should have been done. But not always it will work. Sometimes they'll be like, yeah, call me back later. So let's listen to what happened here.
Tomorrow.
I'm sorry?
Which time works for you tomorrow? Like, when are you free tomorrow?
I have no idea at the moment, man. Anything that you can send via email would work great.
Okay, what's the best email to send it over to?
Best email is going to be .com.
Could you wait for a second? I'll note it down.
Answer.
.com.
Yep. Works great, man. Thanks so much. You have a great day.
All right, thanks then.
See, he's again trying to get off the call himself. Like he's not waiting for Ikhti to tell him that, hey, okay, you know what? Oh, that's it. I'll call you back later, or I'll send you an email and then call back. There's no conclusion. He's like, okay, yeah, that's great, man. That's perfect. This is my email. Send me the email. That would be great. I'll hop off. And he took the decision and then he hop off, right? That means he's not interested. So first of all, gain interest, gain attention in the conversation, and then you pitch the meeting or something. So now it's like 16th July. Okay, that's like 5 days later. And now Ikhti is going to be calling back again. So if you have had experiences like this where you call someone and they're like, call me back later, and then this is how you can, go into the conversation.
Hey, Aaron, this is Adam. Remember we talked a few days ago?
Adam, we talked. What did we talk regarding?
Yeah, 6% more pre-approvals next month. You remember me?
Briefly. Go on.
Oh, am I audible?
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, you gave me your email. We didn't book a time at the moment. You were busy. What time works for you tomorrow, man?
Yeah, let me go through this email. What email was it sent from?
Sorry?
What was the email that you sent it from?
Well, why didn't send you an email?
You did or you didn't send an email?
Yeah, we didn't send an email.
Oh, okay. I thought you had sent an email. Yeah, tomorrow, let's see what we got here. And can you just give me a review of what we had discussed?
Yeah.
So see, now on the second call, even just 5 days later, he doesn't even remember the first conversation, right? Just 5 days later. So if you are like, okay, should I call them? Should I not call them? No point of thinking of these things. You can just call them and say, directly go into the pitch. Hey, do you remember? Hey, this is super this side. Do you remember we spoke about, about like 5 days ago, last week or something? I'm not sure. What was it regarding? That's what the question is going to be like. Oh, it was about like, getting these many quotes for you, applications for you, leads for you, whatever your offer is that you spoke about. And then you were like really busy. You gave me your email and you said that we can book a time later on. But when do you think is a better time for us to book a time tomorrow, right? If you have time. So at that point, they will be like, oh, I'm not sure, man. I mean, then it'll be like, okay, I've already pitched the meeting tomorrow. Now they will be giving you reasons like, because they don't remember what exactly you spoke about last time. So they probably will ask you, what exactly, can you tell me a bit more about what exactly we spoke about? Most probably, if they're polite. If they're not polite, then it'll be like, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Then you say, oh, that's really fine. I mean, would you like me to give you a quick rundown of what we spoke about last time? Or would you like me to give you a call back like next week if this week is very busy for you? And then keep dragging these things. By the time you have the fourth call or the third call, they'll be pretty warm. So it's no more a cold call, right? So that way you can have like a pipeline of people who are like this. So instead of targeting to book on the first go, you can keep calling them multiple times until they book. And before that, some people cannot book from a cold interaction. So they need to be warmed up. And that can be your separate pipeline where you can have out of 100 interested people you speak with over a month, you will see like 30 to 40 of them are not going to be booking meeting. 50 of them will not be booking meeting first time. See, and the remaining 50, you'll not be able to book as well. So you will, out of 100 interested people, you probably will be getting like 40 meetings or something. And then from there, the remaining 60, keep following up with them. That there is also meetings coming, sitting there. So let's continue.
So we were providing, so what we do is basically we find home buyers from Facebook and Instagram according to your standards, and then we book them directly into your calendar after checking them with the metrics they share with us.
Okay, so you're providing leads. How does your structure work as far as the cost?
Well, we have different pricing options depending on what you're looking for, right? We can discuss this on a call. I don't have the exact metrics right now. We can book a call tomorrow with our chief strategist. He can basically show you the system, see how it works, and get into the pricing and all that, and see if it makes sense, right? That's fair?
Yeah, well, I actually have time right now, if you have time.
Right now, a meeting?
Correct.
Yeah, right now we're not free, to be honest. Anytime tomorrow, or maybe the day after tomorrow works for you.
Okay, let's see. Let's say Wednesday at 9. Do you have that available?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. PST?
Yep, that works. All right.
Perfecto. Yeah, if
So
you could send me an email or an invite, that would work great.
Yeah. We'll send you the invite to a quick 20-minute Zoom call. 9 a.m. Pacific time, Eastern time. Yeah.
Pacific time, correct.
Pacific time. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Have a great day.
That's a weird way to end the call. Now he does a lot better. But yeah, so this was the call. This was the 6th meeting from the team that I shared. I'm going to be sharing more and more as we keep on going. But yeah, so 2 things, as I said, use a name that is yours so that you can build yourself up and you can be proud of the journey that you're going through. I have seen that leveling up myself overall, not just in cold calling, but in communication and how I see myself. When you overcome things, it's not Adam overcoming, it's Hussein overcoming, and you are Hussein, so you feel better. Subconsciously, it works in a different way. So use your own name or versions of your own name. And secondly, keep following up even on the interested prospects because they are also interested for some reason. So if they say like, if they show some form of interest, right? Like how does it work, or I'm not sure, that's also an interest. If someone is like outright, I'm not interested, then ask some questions to see if it's not interested in us because we're cold calling, or is it not interested in getting more business, right? Hardly someone will say, no, I'm not interested to get more business, right? That can be a good question. And then you say, okay, oh, so you're not interested right now. Oh, is it? I would rather like, add some humor there. Like, oh, so I cold call you, that's why you are not interested. How about like we make it a warm call? I call you back 7 days later, and then even then I'll not be asking you for a meeting. I'll just ask how are you doing? And then 7 days from now, again, we'll call. And by then it's not going to be a cold call anymore. And then we can talk about business. How does that sound to you? It sounds good. And then probably they will be like, yes, okay, whatever. Then you can keep following up. On the other hand, if they're like, oh, I mean, just tell me what exactly do you and then it opens up the conversation. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Comment down below what exactly you find valuable in these type of videos. Do you feel like if I share more of these videos is going to be helping you? Or if you have any questions regarding cold calling, also ask better questions. I see a lot of comments which ask like lame questions, like how can I saw a comment saying that, oh, this script is stolen from someone else. It was like my third meeting or something. Of course, it was stolen from someone else. How will a beginner build a script? It's not possible. And I don't really have a script. And also lame questions are, made of things, but ask better questions, as in like, okay, better questions is like this. I have tried this. This did not work. So I have tried this, and this is what I have seen the change in. So what do you feel about the system that I've tried? And would you like to give any suggestions that you have experienced yourself, and then I can do things so that I can save time and money? That is a really constructive question. I can really engage in that question, give time, and or maybe like make a video on that. That will really help me understand what exactly you are struggling with so that I can help you in that. If you ask like lame questions, when do you call? Why haven't you called all day? Like take one day and call entire day, and you will see what is the best pickup time for you. Doesn't make sense. Spend one day. You want me to, give that answer to you instead of you working through that as like, a lazy question, right? So ask better questions. I'm really looking forward to the questions. If it helps you, I would love to, share more and more valuable insights. I would love to do this one-on-one. Like I would love to train more people one-on-one, but it's not possible, right? So that's the reason I share these videos where you can go behind the scenes in my thinking, how exactly I train these guys and what do we focus on, what helps us book the meetings, what exactly you can try yourself. So yeah, see you in the next video.